The Entity versus the Zero Point is a weird matchup. Both the Entity and the Zero Point are large omniversal forces that take characters from their home series and bring them to itself. The Zero Point is a force of good that created everything in existence, which I will get into later, and the Entity is a force of all evil that wants only entertainment from the things it takes from their homes. So you can see why these two are compared to each other, but who would win in a fight? At best, the Entity should scale above every single killer it brings to the trials. Although some killers, like Talbot, that have been implied to create weaknesses to the Entity itself, targeting its biology as it is an actual creature. Let's give the Entity the benefit of the doubt and just assume that he scales above every character that he brings to the trials. This would be pretty impressive, as he not only has rule over Dracula from Castlevania, Tokyo Ghoul, both Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, but also Vecna from Dungeons & Dragons. This is extra good because depending on where you scale Dungeons & Dragons, you can get the Entity to multiversal to outerversal. And as for speed, giving it the benefit of the doubt again, giving it, scaling above all the characters it brings to its realm, he should be infinite to immeasurable to irrelevant. But how does that stack up to the Zero Point? The Zero Point upscales the Ice King, who fought the Great Devourer. The Great Devourer, in the Ice King's terms, was stated to be too dangerous to exist. This is notable as the Ice King states that he was forced to freeze the Great Devourer, which means these two are both relative, and since the Zero Point upscales both of these characters, that would mean that when the Ice King made a storm that froze over his moon, which prevented anything from the Omniverse from stepping foot on it again, the Foundation says these storms are the worst he's seen in all of reality. The Foundation is a character who has interacted with the canon 616 versions of Thor and Storm, who could only barely nullify this held back storm from the Ice King. And since the Zero Point has many more characters from Marvel 616, the Zero Point just has more characters that are just stronger than the Entity with its massive benefits of the doubt and all of its roster at once. And that is why